Okay, let's talk about water tap fees in Wellington. Recent news articles came out talking about how Wellington is dramatically increasing the cost of their water taps that developers have to pay. This is an issue across the Front Range. It's a big part of what makes development in Colorado so expensive is obviously the finite supply of water that we have and the population increase that is occurring here. It has become very expensive for developers to buy water taps, and Wellington is the lowest price township in Larimer County, average price of about $370,000. So that has always been, it's been a place where people can go get affordable new construction, and so there's a lot of new construction occurring in Wellington. So the town of Wellington is going, hey, we are selling these water taps and we need to make sure that we have enough money to continue to buy water rights in order to supply these taps. And so what they did is they went from, they basically increased the cost of a water tap by $40,000. It's a massive increase, and of course that increase gets passed right on to the home buyer. There's a lot of developers in Wellington right now that are maybe putting the brakes. There's a couple of guys in the Coloradoan article, a couple developers who are saying we had deals to buy land to develop and we are pulling out of those deals. We had some clients who were looking in Wellington, and all of a sudden they were like, well, what's going on here? Are we one day gonna turn on our kitchen sink and no water is gonna come out of the tap? So that's why I wanted to make this video, to kind of walk you guys through what's really going on. So basically, I think it's a complex issue. It can't just be boiled down to good or bad, but basically what Wellington is trying to do is saying we need to protect our current customers if we're going to be allowing this additional development and we have a finite supply of water. We need to make sure we have a lot of money to buy additional water rights in the future in order to continue to fund or to continue to supply our current customers and future customers. So the town of Wellington, I think people are arguing that the increase was too high, but bottom line is they are protecting customers. So if you own a home in Wellington, the town of Wellington is ensuring that you will never have that issue where you run out of water. And we haven't really ever heard of anything like that happening. And I think that's a kind of a fear that people have if they don't understand kind of water rights. The fight for water is really about future development. Existing customers have municipalities that are working very, very hard to protect their water supplies so that there always is water coming out of your tap. So it's not so much an issue of like, our existing customers going to have water? It's, are future water taps going to be able to be purchased, and at what price? And so we definitely think this is going to increase costs in Wellington. Probably good for people that own homes in Wellington right now, as far as purchase price increases on their house. At the same time, Wellington is kind of at the crest of, it's about 10,000 people in Wellington, and we don't know if this is going to stymie development. That's one of the concerns that's been raised, just because if there's not going to be if the price of a home in Wellington is going to increase so much that there's not going to be additional development there, is there going to be any commercial development that occurs there? It's already kind of a neat, robust little downtown community in Wellington that's sort of on the verge of becoming very dynamic, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with these water tap increases. So hope that helps.